Hey guys, welcome to this video of my trip to Canada and New England. Here we are in south of the border, which is in between North Carolina and South Carolina. We actually go there a lot, but this is just a quick pit stop. Here we are in Williamsburg, which is where I used to live. This is one of my favorite restaurants there called Dog Street Pub, so definitely check it out. Here we are in Washington, D.C. You can see the Lincoln Memorial ahead of us. And we came here in April, and this was actually during the Cherry Blossom Festival, so you can see all the beautiful flowers. This is us under the Philadelphia Bridge. Here we are at Wells Fargo Center, which is the home of the Philadelphia Flyers. We went there to watch a Panthers game versus the Flyers. This is inside of the arena. It was a really nice arena, one of the better ones of the ones that I've been to. Here's the inside. Our seats are all the way to the back, you can see. And this is a quick little show that they do at the beginning of every game. Here's some clips of the game itself. Here we are at night driving in Philadelphia, and this is in the middle of Philadelphia. Over here is the place where Rocky ran up the stairs, so this is a really cool historic place. This is in Philadelphia where we're having our Philly cheesesteak, and this over here is New York City. Here's our New York style pizzas. And this is right outside of the New York Yankees stadium. This is in Manhattan, and this is this really cool playground that we saw there. Right in the distance you can see the Statue of Liberty. This is the 9/11 Memorial, and you can see the spots where the Twin Towers were, and here's a close-up of one of them. This is us just walking down Manhattan. And here is Central Park, which was one of my favorite spots in New York City, especially this view right here, which was just so beautiful. And some people were playing music in the middle of Central Park, which was pretty cool. Some more views of Central Park. And this is us in New York City just walking around. Here we are in Rockefeller Center. As you can see, this is the ice skating rink. It's just super cool. This is inside of a museum that we went to in New York. And here's the Empire State Building. This is Macy's that was decorated for Easter. And here is the restaurant that my dad and I went to called Pink Taco. And this is Times Square. I was walking around Times Square, which was super cool looking. And this is the M&M store inside of Times Square. And some more views of Times Square. This is us with our Junior's cheesecake, which is pretty good. And here's Rockefeller Center at night, which was even cooler than earlier. And after New York, we drove to Boston. This is us in Rhode Island. This beautiful beach view. Here's the little cottages and houses, which is really neat for a Florida being like me. This is the first ever Dunkin' Donuts that was made. And this is Fenway Park, as you can see, very rainy day. And this is my clam chowder that I had in Boston. And here is snow, which I love, but I don't see very often living in Florida, and so it was really nice to see all the snow on the ground. This is at the biggest arcade in the USA, and it had all these old games and pinball machines, which my dad liked a lot. So it was really cool to see all these old games. And here are some just gorgeous views of mountains and some snow. This was really pretty to just drive around. And this is a restaurant in Maine that we went to, a little cabin type. And this is in Maine as well. Here's a nice beach view. And just some more gorgeous views of Maine. This was my super good lobster roll that I had. I really wish I could have it again. It was really good. Definitely get one. And here's some more views of the ocean. Just can't get enough of this ocean views. This was our hotel. This is the only one I videoed because I really like this one a lot. And here's our balcony out front. And here we are watching the sunrise. This is our breakfast on Easter morning, actually. And this is us in this really nice lake on Easter. And here is one of my favorite parts of the entire trip. This was just so cool on the rocks in Maine and seeing the ocean. After Maine, we drove to Canada, so this is us driving on the bridge. And this is in Quebec, Canada. All these super cool old buildings. And this is a little market area with these cool, cute shops, which was really neat. Here are some more views in Quebec. Just the beautiful architecture here. Just amazing to see. And here we are driving to Montreal. It's a really nice view on the bridge, and this is the Montreal Canadiens arena. This is inside of the arena. We were pretty far back, but it was still a pretty good view. This is us walking around Montreal. It was actually really nice. I think of it as like a nicer version of New York City. And here is a really nice mall inside of Montreal. This is at a sidewalk right next to the ocean. You can see all the buildings here and the water and the Ferris wheel in the background. It's just really pretty. And this is us driving to Ottawa in a snowstorm. It was so crazy with all the snow everywhere. You can see it even more clearly here. Here we are at the Ottawa Senators Arena. And it was snowing outside, which is just really picturesque. And this is inside of the Senators Arena. I was able to go down that ice level to see all the players, which was really neat. And here is a clip of the game itself. Here we are in Toronto driving to breakfast. This is outside of Wheeler's Pancake House, which is a really cute cabin that serves pancakes. Here's mine and my dad's meals that we got. And they have these little sheds that have a bunch of old, just different artifacts and antiques, which is really neat. And here is Toronto, the heart of Toronto. So these are some more views of Toronto, downtown Toronto. This is in Niagara Falls on the Canadian side. It's very touristy, a lot more touristy than I thought it was gonna be. This is a view of the falls at night, and here is some more shots of downtown. And this is in the morning, just the majestic view of Niagara Falls, it was just so cool to see. So pretty. You can also see the boat down there. We didn't end up taking it, but it seems like it would be really neat to be able to ride the boat across the falls. It's just so pretty to see all these views. And I'll just let the videos roll. And this is us driving in Buffalo on our way back from New England, and this is in South Carolina on our way back home. Thanks for watching, and check out some of my other videos. Bye!